Welcome back to Hypnospace Outlaw, everybody! Oh, my OBS thing is not connected to Twitch properly. There we go. Now I can see my activity feed for things that, don't 100% matter. You want to clean the interwebs too? Well, let's get to it. Let us do it to it. Oh, that clicking you heard is probably from me turning my volume down, so my thing is like, oh, you're typing, let's make keyboard noises. Fair enough. Alright, so we've got plenty of stuff we can dig into, plus a few sections that we can access that we didn't have before. Let's go ahead and start things off by taking a look at our list. We have the dumpster marked, don't we? We don't have the dumpster. Oh, there it is. So we can take a look at that horrible yellow color here. And see what's going on. Alright, so is there not a new update here? I could swear there was one. Maybe not. So I guess this is just not a useful page anymore for now. Starport Castle Dream Station, we're going to be digging into that in more depth in a bit. Alright, Good Time Valley. This is just telling us about that existing. Update. Hypnospace has recently started a Hypnospace Patrol Department. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Janitor accounting scam? But it might be okay, I can't tell. So this one is something that we had access to before as a little mini game to make money, but of course we don't really need that now. But let's go ahead and let's check this out here. Yeah, see, it's just sort of a boilerplate account. Welcome to your job, janitor. Want to earn HypnoCoin? Are you a qualified accounting professional over the age of 18? Good! Become an independent contractor accountant for Royden Capital today by clicking below. By installing the janitor accounting software, you agree to the terms at the bottom of this page. Download janitor accounting software. How to do the job to make HypnoCoins. 1. Make piles of 5 documents by dragging documents over one another. 2. Put completed pile in incinerator to make the thing that looks like bitcoins. Only if you deem it necessary for your job. Yeah, sure. 3. Put infected files in incinerator immediately. By downloading and using accounting software janitor, you provider agree to render accounting services to client Royden Capital, RDC. RDC agrees to pay provider for services provided by transferring promotional HypnoCoin credits on a regular schedule as provider completes work milestones. HypnoCoin is not legal tender and functions as a prepaid balance to purchase content and services on Hypnospace only. Providers shall be considered, an independent contractor at all times. Provider agrees to indemnify and hold client harmless from any claims or liabilities resulting from provider's handling of files.
Downloading janitor.
So we'll take a look at that in a bit, but it's just a little bonus thing that's there as a way to make you money until you get, the actual good way to do it. So I don't know if there's anything else that crops up there in the future, but we're going to keep it marked for now. And let's go check out Terry's General Store again. Oh, and he's doing this thing with the @ signs to look like eyes. Look, my new deals are hot. I remember seeing that shit on eBay all the time way back in the day when I and the family first had access to money, and things would be on eBay and they'd be like LQQK to look like it had eyes in the middle of it, and it was horrible and kind of terrible. That's right, horrible and kind of terrible. That is absolutely correct. Look at this ass! So, anything going on in Gearhead Greg's Space of the World? Picking a secure password. That is something that could be very helpful to know about. How in the world do I pick a secure password? One question I get almost every day is how to best go about making up a password that online criminals won't be able to guess. Here's a good method. Use personal information that only you know. Nowadays, that's not really possible because every single web service mines every single bit of your personal information and sells it to anybody else who is willing to offer a penny for it. This is personally, my favorite method. A great example might be the city you live, plus your favorite hobby, plus your birth year. So if you live in Denver, you're 29, and your favorite hobby is computers, wow, mine too, your password would look like this. Denver Computers 1970. Good luck cracking this Good luck cracking this password, hackers. Batavia shitposting 1987. Need Social Security number next? Yes. And I need the 3 numbers on the back of your mother's credit card. Or something. I don't remember how that gag goes. Anyway, this is a huge hint for a thing that we need to dig into later on. And by a hint, I mean, I believe the technical term for this is cluebat. Because we can actually, Gearhead Greg, unsurprisingly, literally uses this exact same system for himself. And he gives you, for free, his age and the city he lives in. And also gives you his hobby. So there is a place where we can use his password, and the password we will be using is Lexington Computers 1950. Keep this in mind. I will forget about it entirely at some point for sure. Or maybe I won't. The fool. Alright, so with that done, let's go take a look at this Good Time Valley location here and see how things have changed, because they sure have. Stand with Gooper. Oh god, yeah, it begins already. We're gonna see some of this. Nice mustache on the fish, by the way. If freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we may be led like sheep to the slaughter. Abraham Lincoln. This is not about a cartoon. This is about resisting the erasure of the work of a patriotic hero. Bullshit. He was a fucking communist. Despite the claims to the contrary. So we're just going to start hammering random shit for infringements. Go on, enforcers. Do your worst. Oh, I'll do much better than that. Can we flag the Stand with Gooper badge? I mean, it's blatantly got a Gooperino on there, so give me your money. And we're gonna hammer like all of these that have terrible children's art on them, because, and by that I mean, honestly, neither of these are bad enough or good enough really to work. Hammer to destroy the internet and get paid for it, if only, right?
Important message received from dispatch.
Bing. Alright, so that should be giving us case added. Gumshoe Gooper content infringement found. Blah, blah, blah. Great job cleaning up those Gumshoe Gooper violations. This whole zone has been a problem for the last 2 weeks, but none of us want to ban anyone over a silly goldfish cartoon. Hopefully they retreat soon. Added a new Gumshoe Gooper case so you can cash in on today's violations.
Important message received from dispatch.
Oh, are you sending me another one? Good job out there, but there's more to clean up. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I'm well aware of that. So we can see this up here and we can get a look at the amount of stuff we're going to be dealing with here. So we go back. And we can keep digging through all this stuff if we wish to. Alright, let's start with this noise machine here. I like how absolutely fucked up this logo is. It's pretty great. Keep deleting my cartoons. Go right on ahead, cowards. Yeah, you sound like everybody who has ever been on the internet and is a right-winger who is obsessed with a cartoon. Except usually, they're animes. Also, yes, this dude has Beef Brain Shield Pro. That should be some fun to read about in a moment. This brain protected by Beef Brain Shield Pro. Beef Brain is real. Look at this microscope view of a brain with Beef Brain. I will not go to your page anymore unless you have a brain shield. Sorry, but that's how it goes. Everything copyright Carl P, including this brain shield picture, apparently. You support whom? Southern Gent RR for president of Hypnospace. Yeah, I'm sure that they'll be willing to give that dude any reach whatsoever. Also, get out of here with those Chinese bikes. Barkley Adams are the only big hogs for me. Yeah, as usual, this dude, you know, sounds like just as much of a over-the-top racist as any of them. Alright, RR Ranch. Anything in here? Blatant. American values. At least this theme is pretty great. By the elites in scare quotes. Yeah, we get it. You think they're... Oh, right. Gotta be getting that more, that much more political. Flag your nerd ass for investigation. Alright. So let's see what this goober has going on. Already eligible for flagging because I guess all this stuff is just so used by everyone. Fell asleep at work again today. Hypnospace used to be a place to relax and now I just wake up stressed. It's almost like I didn't sleep at all. Yeah, it sounds like, again, this is all some very bad news. Noble Warlock supports the Stand with Gooper movement. My brother is a lawyer, and he said there is no reason these people can't show pictures of the Gooper cartoon, so stop picking on my friends. Yeah, but does your uncle work at Nintendo, my dude? Oh, wait, no, this dude's like in his 60s. His uncle's probably dead. And you were almost cool, my dude, and then you did that shit. Also, yeah, snobby 20-year-old sitting in a cushy office building somewhere. Just like how any response to any of this sort of thing goes down anywhere on the internet by any right-winger as ever. But moreover, just the fact that, hey, this can only be used while we're asleep, you fool! You fool! Alright, I don't think Boppos has anything new going on yet. We grabbed all this stuff. Nothing new here. Just those incredibly fat drums. And Granny Cream once again. Oh god, that picture looked a lot weirder than it should be because of the compression. Congrats to Fred, the winner of this year's Granny Stash competition. Otherwise, nothing new going on with this one. Hypnospace Heaven. I don't think anything new has been added here. Yeah. Again, nothing new. Scotty's page, Mr. Old Fashioned here. Update, please stop putting the Gumshoe Gooper cartoon on your pages. Thanks, Scotty. Etc, etc. Yeah, this dude just doesn't want to do much, and yeah. Just wants to relax a little bit. What if I put the skull over here, by the way, because it's interfering with my using these buttons a little bit. Mavis's page. The citizen's free trial has ended. This page will be deleted in 30 days unless their subscription is renewed. That... yeah, it's not looking so great. It's basically unusable. Isn't that nice? It's like a music box. Well... I appreciate that you were finally starting to get a little bit going here. Renegade will repeat. Yeah, your website is broken. See you all on the other side. Who knows? Maybe I'll have money there. There's your beef brain shield thing. I miss you all. Thanks for hearing my poems. Maybe I will get another free trial. Probably not. Dude knows that the free trials don't last forever, unfortunately. Original 4 liter. Oh, do you still have all these stupid fish? I get to demolish your terrible looking fish fan art of drawing a character in... You know, for reasons, this kind of reminds me of all of the absolute fucking weirdos on the internet that had, like that one Toho character wearing MAGA hats as their icons. There were a shocking amount of them on Twitter, and I'm sure they still are. Beef Brain is a hoax. Click here. We'll take a look at this in a second. Sandy's Gumshoe Gooper statement. Hello, my loves. Please don't take this as me being against you all, but I think we should not be putting the Gumshoe Gooper cartoons on our page if W. Briggs Estate doesn't want us to. It doesn't seem like Merchantsoft are lying about this one. Which, I mean, what are they going to do about it? Right. Unfortunately, my fellow good timers don't want me to be the leader anymore because of this Gooper thing. I still love y'all, but I can't go along with this war you're all fighting. I hope we can all repair our friendships through and once again be Hypnospace friends. Well, yeah. Disappointingly, a bunch of people are, you know. Beef Brain is fake. Stop falling for these obvious tricks. Hello, my friends. I understand that some of you are concerned that Hypnospace can hurt your brain, and who knows, maybe it can, but I have to say that this Beef Brain thing is very suspicious. If you look at the bottom of the Beef Brain main page, it says something about minks. If I remember right, these are the same hooligans who pulled the explosive headband prank and had half of you put that horrible, horrible song in your page in order to prevent your head from blowing up. If the Hypnospace headband is unhealthy, it's probably just because it makes you tired and not some crazy brain disease. Love, Sandy. I mean, they could be related, but let's not get into that. Let's see your humor page here. Get ready to BWL! Note to enforcers, I have removed all Gumshoe Gooper images from this page. I do not blame you for just doing your job. My husband was a security officer for many years, and he knew what it was like when people were rotten to him for just doing his duty. Thank you for your service. New joke told to me by my friend Sue. Q. Why do seagulls only fly over the sea? Answer. Because if they flew over the bay, they would be bagels. Wait until she hears about the one about the sawfish. Of course. I hear you, Detective Frank, a little sarcasm for your day. Now, is Detective Frank still okay? He's from the same cartoon as Gumshoe Gooper, but maybe he isn't popular enough. Just tell me and I'll take it down. Don't you just love Mondays? You know, I probably should just leave that alone, really. And finally, some wisdom for the kids. Kid, there's no such thing as a grumpy old man. When you get older, you stop being polite and start being honest. Yeah, just like a Minions meme. I've been on Facebook before. I think. Bobby's page. What do you got, Bobby? Yeah, I was gonna say, oh, this is another user's thing is overdue. Oh, no, we want to go home. Alrighty then. So let's go over to the old Cool Punk Paradise here. This is going to be quite noticeably expanded upon. Take a look at Cool Punk is dead. Shay Nolan. Capitalism keeps killing. Indeed. Cool Punk has fallen. Those who would seek to profit and exploit and profit from it are the true killers. They have not stopped. Still, they feed on its rotting corpse. Yeah, okay, buddy. It's time we move on. Freezer lip-syncing. Horrified face after hundreds of people see him lip-syncing his own song at Cool Fest. Click to download the video.
Downloading and party Freezer sucks.
Never mind the lip-syncing sellout. Forget the helicopter crash. August of 1999 marked the real nail in the coffin of Cool Punk. Grace Peak presents Cool Punk Paradise. Yeah, the corralling of Hypnospace users into sponsored zones damaged more communities than just ours. It's a brand. They've identified what makes us us and are selling it back to us through advertising partnerships and an array of worthless digital products. Products coated in the blood of Cool Punk. Nobody gives a shit about your shit. We can, of course, continue to inhabit this hijacked shell of a world. If we're more devoted to symbols of freedom, even those of our own design, than freedom itself, we deserve our hollow existence here. We don't know what we are anymore, but we're certainly not Cool Punk. Search this tag to be a part of something new. Fungus scene. Yeah, Reekening was saying on one of the Minx posts that these two have the same headband idea as each other. Cool Punk is dead and Father Fungus. I don't think we needed that to actually tell that these are the same dudes, because we searched this tag and it's just this dude's, you know, that's all there is to it. So, you know, good for you, Chief. Cool Punk alive and well. You've heard the rumors, now hear the truth. Cool Punk is hip and it's here to stay. Actually, Cool Punk is alive and well. It is not dead. Dead? That's funny. Last I checked, Jan is about to go on a worldwide tour. Also, Freezer was not lip-singing. In the video, it's obviously a special effect on the voice, so they had to record it ahead of time. Update. Freezer has addressed the controversy on his page. The lip-singing was a mistake. See, you're all blowing this way out of proportion. And controversy is misspelled also. Lip-singing. How's the lip-syncing thing a mistake? If you brats keep behaving this way, companies are going to go back to ignoring us. It's just not worth it for them. Lay off, people. Support Freezer. I bought his single 6 times. Yeah, you're a real cool dude, aren't you? Alright, so what's the deal with Jan today? Guys, the Cool Fest thing was a simple mistake. I sang during the rest of the set, but only this one clip gets passed around. I mean, why does anyone have to believe you, my man? Hey, my Cool Punks. First, I want to offer my sincere condolences to the families of those injured during the Chowderman performance. Now, let's set the record straight on the lip sync thing. I goofed up, but not how you think. You see, I merely queued up the wrong version of the song on my laptop workstation. The one I meant to queue up didn't have vocals. At the shows this January, you'll only hear the real Freezer. Well, we should see if you're, like, actually, I guess if it's actually lip syncing, we'd be able to see if we'd be able to hear another vocal going, right? Yeah, so this is all the same otherwise, just this guy trying to shill for himself. So anything new from the diary here? Yeah, November 16th, Cool Fest almost here. I've been practicing day and night for the big premiere, and I can't wait to see all of you at Cool Fest 99. Tickets are still on sale, but are going quickly, so don't miss out. I'll be signing autographs after the show. Bring me a 20-ounce Snowcap Chill, and I'll even sign it for free. Well, I mean, if it's a drink bottle, maybe I'm just the Maybe I'm the person here who's crazy. And yeah, so here's, once again, Freezer, pretending to be his own greatest fan. Wolffest was amazing. Chowderman and his new band Cruncher played a great set that even a teenager like me could get into. And then Freezer killed it with his amazing new songs. All the free Gray's Peak merchandise was great, and I even got an autograph. Well, I mean, somebody died in the Chowderman car crash, helicopter crash, but I mean, we'll come to that in a second. Old Snap reviews. All right, what do you got going on here? I'm actually leaving this on for the moment. Where? Wolffest 99 review. Whoa. Never in all my years of being a student of Cool Punk did I expect that Freezer would disappoint. I was in the front row at Coolfest 99, and let me tell you, this guy was a total hack. He's totally making it on my fake Cool Punks page. He was fake playing the keyboard and fake singing every song, even before the lip singing video. Gray's Peak lied. There was no free Gray's Peak, and it was $5 per bottle. Yeah, that sounds about right at a concert. No thanks. All I got was a crappy keychain, and I threw it on stage. Don't do that, man. The high point of Coolfest was Chowderman crashing his copter and killing his crappy drummer. See my other page for more of my opinions on Chowderman. Wow, okay, dude, you are a douchebag. I mean, listen, it's fine to not like it, but... You got a point there. Archive music page. Is this? Yes, there's nothing new to add there. Is this what we're looking
Important
for?
Message received from dispatch.
Oh, I'll check that real quick. After I'm done checking all these tags, because this guy has another review page somewhere. And I'm trying to remember how we can, like, actually get to it without me just, like, you know, without me cheating in any regard. Yeah, Coolfest harassment. Here we go. Multiple citizens have been reported for harassment in the zone Cool Punk Paradise. This is a cleanup case. You found these violations before being assigned the case. Close this case at your own discretion. What do you got? Good catch on the Coolfest 99 violations. That whole event was a disaster, but it's sad that people were hurt because of it. Taking off from an outdoor stage in a helicopter? How did they even get the permits? Good point. Anyway, I added a case for you so you can get your bonus. Yeah. So... music, maybe? Digi exchange, yeah. And also, you can see that our thing has expanded quite a bit. Try going into the Hypnospace page. I think this is how we... No? Is it... Okay, so I don't actually remember how to find this, but this dude, if I recall correctly, has another page under BWLson, which is just him being even more vitriolic and a bigger shithead, if that were even remotely possible. We'll see if we run into it at some point, I guess. Fest 99. Anything here to add? Fallen Brother Cuff Johnson. Yeah, I've heard the basics about that. The organizers of Cool Fest 99 offer our sincere sympathies to those injured after the Chowderman set and wish them speedy recovery. We'll be holding a special event to commemorate the life of Chowderman drummer Cuff Johnson soon, so please stay tuned. Alright, we'll be finding that very soon. Drip Boy's Hole. High school kid, I see here. No longer a cool punk, this account is now dead. I'm a fungus scener. Underground overgrowth forever. New single out. Hear it in the cavern exclusively. Not called high school kid anymore. Cool punk is for 12-year-old girls. Yeah, buddy, I'm gonna be honest. Unfortunately, I can't target just the cool punk is for 12-year-old girls thing, so this is gonna... Yeah. This is a, hey, don't do that thing, which, admittedly, fair, but if I could target just the one thing, I would. Fungus single Mushroom Hop is out now in the caverns. P.S. Chit-chat me if you want in on the group, the Fungus Scene Chit-chat group. Since Cool Punk sucks now, you need a new person to hang out. Kevin, you guys think Grace Peak and Joe Man will be Fungus Scene now? That would be awesome. No, that's not how... Just go on my page. Goes to the Grotto by Basidia. He is also named Father Fungus and is probably the greatest Fungus Scene artist alive. He is also the only one, pretty much. Check out his music here. We'll check that in a second. Going to the cavern. Cavern new and under construction. Drip Boy's page. Check it out inside. I think this is kind of neat because, like, sure, there's not much reason for any of this, but they did kind of... The designers were like, hey, we should add a little bit of atmosphere to this, and also you can click on these mushrooms to make different noises. That's kind of cute. Oh. Check that out in a second. Father Fungus, please, thanks for letting me on here. You won't regret it. This page is mind-blowing. It's so artistic, like miles beyond what I can do. My stuff is just silly fun, but I enjoy it. Anyway, I have a critique. You should put one of your awesome songs on this page instead of just the wind sound effects. Just my opinion. See ya. Page edit by Drip Boy. I'm just going to shorten my edits to say Drip Boy only from now on. Hope that's okay. And you got this goofy jumping mushroom thing. And some question marks. Here for this cavern grotto location. These just flash colors when highlighted instead of noises. And with these... Oh, nice marquee text to make things hard to read. Drip Boy was here. Awesome mushrooms. It's like they're going in a spiral. Whee! Hey, this page is freaking cool, Cavernous. It's an honor to be Whirlpool buddies with you. Hope you don't mind this small edit to say how awesome your page is. Drip Boy. My dude, have you heard of comments?
Downloading Cavernous Wall.
Let's take your free wallpaper.
Downloading Cavernous _ a lightless world. Cavernous _ grotto of weeping stone. Cavernous _ secrets of the slime.
And there's a whirlpool there. Nothing else to... There we go. Oh ye gods, it's the level of web design I'm on. Welcome to Drip Boy's Cavern, premiering his new single, The Mushroom Hop.
Hear that plop, plop, plop. We're Fungus Scene, now do the mushroom hop. Drip Boy's coming, now he's here. His fungus
really
beats are music
goofy,
to
but,
your ears.
You know, I appreciate the kid for his,
Downloading Drip Boy the Mushroom
his
Hop.
desire to do something neat with his life. Under heavy construction. Hey dude, I know you're having fun, but please stop making edits to pages that aren't yours. We leave it open in the spirit of collaboration, but you have to check with other people first before changing their pages. See how weird it feels to have someone communicate like this? Just chat us. Anyway, man, I'm looking forward to your continued presence here. You're a cool guy. Final Fantasy. No, it's Father Fungus, obviously. Alright, so... Did we miss anything from Esotonic Records? I don't think there's going to be any news here of any real import. No tour dates at this point. Artists. No real change to be seen here. No free music from them. Fungus Scene Manifesto, what do you got? Fungus Scene is the beauty that grows in the damp, dark, forgotten space beneath. We bloom unseen. Fungus Scene is genuine. Fungus Scene will spread. Fungus Scene is us. Fungus Scene is... We also have an FLST/F-list. This is a thing that's coming up a lot lately. Fungus Scene, yeah, we've seen that doesn't really go anywhere. Fungus music, you got anything for us? Music is always free. Does this link to downloads?
The City of Formations, the City of Dos.
Neat. Free music. Fungus Scene, question mark. The Fungus Scene is a community of artists who create sounds and visuals. These sounds usually contain elements that evoke the feeling of exploring a damp underground netherworld, pardon me, but Fungus Sceners are free to branch out in whichever direction they like. Who is Father Fungus. Hi, I'm a recording engineer, synthesizer geek, and vocalist who enjoys coming up with new ways to manipulate sound. I've been doing music for a long time. You've probably heard some of my stuff without even knowing it was me. Unfortunately, I'm contractually prohibited from talking about exactly what music. Frown. And this just goes where we were earlier. Alright, so Gray's Peak, I don't think there's going to be anything of... Oh no, there's going to be a little bit here. Rest in peace, Cuff Johnson. We're pouring out a snowcap chill in honor of Cuff Johnson and his decades-long legacy of mind-blowing drumming. Rest in peace, friend. And nothing else of note here. Icicle Kid, new single out. I hereby am not a cool punk. This is a sad day. I cannot in good faith continue to listen to a lip singer who sold out. I am officially leaving Cool Punk and am no longer Bicycle Kid. You can find my new page and username here, Drip Boy. So, nothing new there, really. We've seen that before. Cruncher homepage. Guess who's back? This intro is going to be the same. Cuff, my man, my best friend, I have let you down for the last time. Please forgive me. Fans and friends, I am deeply sorry for this tragedy. I beg you to have mercy on the Chowder Man. Mr. Chowder Man, I can check that out in a moment. Hello, fans and lovers. Eric Chowderman Hellman here. As you know, we had a malfunction with the Chowdercopter during a stunt for a Cool Fest set. Our faithful drummer of 15 years, Cuff Johnson, lost his life. There are no words to express the anguish we feel. Me, the rest of the band members, and the 3 fans on the Chowdercopter were injured, which is also bad. Our lives will never be the same, so please respect our privacy during these trying times. CM. As a way to help our fans cope with this tragic loss, we're re-releasing the Chowder Man's classic video for Christmas Pain in Christmas Town. Download it here or in the shop. Cough up! That thing is actually really awesome, so we're going to show that off probably towards the end of the stream. Oh, you can check out the Chowder Man's personal history here. Born in 1954. I wonder if we can actually use this info to get another F-less password. Oh, that's a spoiler. Oops. We'll find out later. Chowder Man's mama buys him a guitar. 1974, the Chowder Man's first band, The Bad Crowd. I enjoy that as a name. 1981, the Chowder Man's parents help him start Chowder Entertainment, his own personal record label. This is a nice album cover. 1982, If We Wanna, Chowder Man's classic debut album, is released. The single Jackin' Round reaches spot 8 on the Swiss music charts. Chowder Man is commissioned to write the legendary Gray's Peak anthem. 1986, Chowder Man famously purchases his custom Chowdercopter. Chowder Man and the Boys Looking for Trouble, we've seen that picture before. His single The Chowder Man's Hotel Room reaches number 2 on the USA rock charts. Chowder Man's record Looking for Trouble goes gold in Switzerland. 1987 to 1991. Chowderman's Mountain Roar and The Zone albums are recorded and released. Fans love them, and that's all you've got to say. 5 years of break, take time off to focus on his health and family. 97, Chowderman resumes writing music. He produces jingles for some of the largest brands in the world. 99, Chowderman is hired by Adrian Merchant to help produce quality music for Hypnospace's partner brands. In late 1999, he finally returns to rock and roll with his new band, Cruncher. Not quite as impressive as I'd expected it would be in terms of level of content density there, but that's okay. Slushmouth's Guide, is there... Can we look at this and we saw that, like, nothing else was added? Or something like that? Oh, okay, so he did add a page for the fungus scene, okay. What's up, dude? Branching off from Dark Haze a little bit. More of the recent trippy reverb-drenched postmodern haze sound, but this time with drippy cave sounds and guttural gurgling synths. I'm pretty sure it's just one guy, Basidia, but I wouldn't mind it becoming a full-on movement. It would be nice after enduring cool punk for an entire year. Yeah, fair enough. FLST is great and all, but it's no digi-exchange. We're starting from scratch and they'll probably just shut it down again. Also, why don't we have General Music Zone still? Are there really that many cool punk fans? That Slushmouth is onto something. I mean, he was in Minx, he just didn't post very much. Alright, so Tamara Frost.
You gotta drink it up.
I don't think you've added anything. Yeah. She hasn't added anything else to that, so... Check out the Peace Lands again and see if there's anything major to say here. Vigil for Coolfest victims. This is a virtual vigil for those hurt in the helicopter crash at Coolfest 99. Please take a moment of silence to think about and pray for the life that was cut short, as well as those who were injured. After Father Fungus. That one's new, I believe, right? Yeah, here we go. CP Cold Snap and Father Fungus have agreed to settle their differences and make peace with one another. CP Cold Snap has agreed to remove the unkind paragraph about Father Fungus on their fake Cool Punk Watch page. Father Fungus has agreed to stop sending CP Cold Snap contentious chit-chat messages. Yeah, I appreciate that Father Fungus is like a guy who seems to be kind of, you know, wanting to maintain a little bit of sanctity for his thing, but he still sounds like a bit of a dick. Check out Open Eyed real quick. You are at risk. Pro Medical Solutions. That's a good thing to see right at the beginning. Don't lose your mind, literally. Protect yourself from beef brain now or face the consequences. Are you protected? Dr. Minx, PhD, yeah. 223 years old. Big Brain Hospital, New York. Oh my god, fantastic. What if I told you that Merchantsoft has a dirty little secret? Well, I'm telling you now, it's true. The Hypnospace headband has been found to cause beef brain, a disease that is baffling doctors and sending regulators knocking at Merchantsoft's door. If not dealt with, beef brain can cause exhaustion, extreme headaches, and even death. To form Hypnospace's images and sounds, radiated electrons are beamed into your frontal and stygial lobes. When very bright colors are transmitted, the extreme rendition literally cooks your brain. That's right, Hypnospace is cooking your brain. Look at this GIF that is spinning in a weird way. Dr. Octagonopus, what a throwback. Dr. Octagonopus! Until Merchantsoft fixes it, or are shut down by the feds, it is very dangerous to browse Hypnospace. But we have a solution. Our team of scientists and engineers have conducted over 1 million medical science experiments, which have resulted in the ultimate solution. A terrible, terrible looking GIF. Is there no text on the rest of the page? Yes. By adding the Beef Brain Shield Pro Radiation Reduction sidebars to your page, you can reduce your risk of beef brain by over 800%. And the best news, Beef Brain Shield is completely free. Ah, yes, it's just like putting those little things over your cell phone's speaker, except much worse. And actually free. Download your sidebars today and get this official badge to let page visitors know that you're protected.
Downloading Beeb Shield side. Beeb Shield badge.
Let's grab that and let's have that sitting in our thing. Alright, Lookout Ministries. Any change here? This is just going to be more news about Satan. Merchant Soft. Remove this page from the satanic open-eyed zone at once. This is the last time I will say this. New article. Psychic witches promising healing in Hypnospace. Read on. Witchcraft alert. Demonic online healers. You know what? Suddenly, that's sounding very cool. Yeah, so we've seen that page. Wow, Lookout Ministries. Yeah, so we... no real changes here. What do you got going on? No part in the unfruitful works of darkness, but instead expose them. Ephesians 5:11. Demonic psychic healers. Make no bones about it, this is witchcraft. Better a slap from a friend than a kiss from an enemy. Well, my friends, today I am your friend, so get ready for a spiritual slap. If you don't like it, grow up because playtime is over. It's time to get serious because your life could be at stake if you continue to open yourself up to attacks from the enemy. And all these capitalized words. We all know there is someone in this very Hypnospace zone who has made herself a servant of the father of lies. I am not here to say she is a fraud or a phony. I do not believe this. I believe the power she taps into is very real. Oh, well, it's fine then, right? No, apparently. This is the power of witchcraft. Witchcraft has been practiced since biblical times, biblical spelled wrong, and it simply means you want your own way, not God's way. I want it now, 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 like a toddler. Jesus said, not my will, but yours be done, but psychics say the opposite. Well, she will supernaturally help you have it your way at a price. Oh, so she works for Burger King? The price of risking your soul to hell. Is it worth it? Do not be deceived. By going to psychics, you are putting your future in the hands of the dark powers instead of in the loving hands of God. You are doing neither. You are simply risking being defrauded. But we knew that already. Not specifically about this character, although yes, specifically about this character, but just about psychics in general. A magic orb. Yes, we know about you, orb. Here's Steve Guy wanting some NetSettler support. It seems that they let my page slip through the cracks when they hit all the NetSettler pages. Good, but Merchantsoft is the worst company ever. Attention Merchantsoft, bring back support for NetSettler pages or else. And yeah, you can see that NetSettler absolutely is fucking broken. Update, no, I will not be paying your exorbitant, HypnoCure Pro fee just to be able to load my own page properly. Clicking a safe mode button every time a page loads is not an enjoyable way to browse Hypnospace. Once again, clue bats. They are just outright telling you this one. So, duly noted. Gus's Temple of Serenity. Gus, you need to relax, Chief. Alright, so we got his download already, because it's the same month. Take a look at the Bazaar. Yeah, nothing new here. We already got his wallpaper. Serenity Tower, the Visitor Center. This is just going to tell us about Gus once again. No changes. Serenity Tower. I think this has... Yeah, scroll down for a new portal. Gus's Heavenly Stair. What do you got, buddy? You're walking along a beach on a breezy day when suddenly a long, shimmering staircase unfurls before you. It appears to have no end. I've played Myst before. Wow, this is one long set of stairs, you think? You don't feel tired, though, and energy compels you to continue the climb, almost as if it were pulling you up. up and up and up until eventually you find yourself surrounded by the clouds of the Earth's atmosphere. The excitement of discovering this big, huge staircase has overtaken you and filled you with hope. You're running up, almost sprinting now. Don't run on stairs. You're still not tired. Suddenly, you find yourself in outer space. Stars are beautiful up here. You must be running 10,000 miles per hour now. Planets are flying by as asteroids zing overhead. You see space aliens and wave at them as you soar through multicolored nebulae. Wowie wow wow. Whoa, that's fucked up looking. You're running so super duper speedily now that time itself begins to warp. Colors melt around you as though made of candle wax. What an adventure. What a beautiful and long big staircase. Oh ye gods, it's a cutscene from Chrono Cross. You feel yourself melt into your surroundings as your climb begins to slow. Now you feel that you're floating, softly, gently. You pass the spirits of children waiting to be born. You wave. They wave back and coo. The stair continues. It's so long. Where does it end? With some weird-looking gifts. You hear the crash of thunder and find yourself in the middle of a heavy storm. Lightning jumps between floating objects in the distance. As the objects draw nearer, you see that there are stacks of books with wings representing human knowledge and achievement. They too are part of the big staircase. I'm waiting for this to just abruptly end. You hear a voice call your name. The stair begins to rotate until you're unsure of whether you're ascending or descending. You feel your feet make contact with wet sand as the stair fades from view. You're walking along the coast now, enjoying the sea. Did this just loop? Yeah, it just loops. Okay, that explains a lot. Fuck you, Gus. I'm sorry I helped you. Professor Helper? This is still here. Ew. Rod's anti-government page. This page is protected. I won't be getting beef brain. Also, does anyone know how I can get a scanner? Scroll down this page. Yeah. You're ready to find out for yourself. Keep right on scrolling. Just a little farther. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. A lot of things going on here. Keep scrolling. Go to page 2. P.S. Check out my buddy Terry's worm log by searching for worm on Hypnospace. I'll have to have a look at that. Welcome to Secrets Uncovered, page 2. Keep going if you are for sure ready to see these secrets. Go to the secret, choose wisely. Yeah, so I mean, obviously, the correct answer is click choose love, otherwise nothing works. Under construction. Sorry about the wait. We're still waiting on a scanner. Come back soon. Good choice, though. It was the right one. Thanks, dude. Alright. So, Cherry Heels. Oh, you're back again, huh? Cherry now. Alright, well, no changes to the testimony. I'm sure that there's no change to the story either. Well, oh hey, a link to the password and security tips. Password, huh? Try this. I'm gonna try spelling it right also. Password you entered does not match any on file, so not a client. What if we try looking at you? Asbury Park, healing 1937. Try that. I don't think that's gonna do any. Oh, that's actually correct. Okay. Consult with me now. Multiple plans available for you to choose from. If you don't like what you Let's see what you like. Send me a message. Note, HSPD, please. I need to survive. This is the only way I can pay my rent. Don't remove this, please. I paid you good money to be in Hypnospace. Well, unfortunately, I've still gotta. I mean, I understand what you're dealing with here, but also, like, at least art commissions? Fan fiction?
Important message received from dispatch.
Alright, so let's go check our message from dispatch here. We got a bunch of shit that we downloaded recently. Assuming art turns profit. I know, but still. Alright, yeah, so we had some of this going on. I noticed that the Kappa Cash payment system, blah, blah. This is a cleanup case. Nice find on the Kappa Cash buttons. We've been letting these weird payment processors slip lately because it's been so hectic around here. Added a case so you can close it and cash in. Well, thanks, Chief.
Important message received from dispatch.
Something else to say? New case, unauthorized software. This is a malicious software notice regarding unauthorized speed boosting software reported in Starport Castle Dream Station. Please utilize your enforcement tool to report and remove it as soon as possible. Note, one of our servers is severely overloaded and keeps crashing as a result. This normally only happens at this rate if someone is using a download accelerator or speed booster to get around Merchantsoft's bandwidth capping measures. Interesting. Nice graphic. This is a malicious software notice regarding blah blah blah. So we finally have a thing to do. We have to go to Starport Castle Dream Station, but first we're going to finish exploring the rest of this. And
safe mode activated.
We got a thing we can do here. We got a bunch of stuff that we can or does that all have to be downloaded all at once, right? There we go. Yeah.
Downloading sound effects.
And we can use this. I'll probably end up showing that off because it's very amusing.
Downloading Steve Stone 01. Downloading Steve Stone 03.
Grab all your silly rocks.
Downloading Steve Stone 02.
Did that get all of them? I'll check in a second. Oh, anyway, this guy's cartoon sound effect.
Cartoon.
Is this the guy saying cartoon? Yeah, I've heard that that movie is very, very weird. Because it has a bunch of stuff like that in it. For some reason. That I don't 100% understand. Oh yeah, I meant to install Janitor. We're going to check that out in a bit. Cavernous Wall. Box alert. Change your passwords now. It seems the passwords of multiple Merchantsoft personnel have been recently compromised. Please change your password immediately, especially if you have access to our code base. Oh, so I guess they finally caught up with the thing about Tim, huh? Alright, so we got all this dude's rocks and shit, so... Alright then. Tall Green, Fact or Fiction? I've seen him again. Yeah, so no real changes here except this dude has beef brain shield, because of course. The truth about Trennis. Healthy funny. Rob my hard legged. Yeah, okay, Buster. No real changes here. Zareed, Celestial Oh yeah, there's that too. Excuse me. Go in here. There's sound theme. We're going to turn on sound FX because that's the silly one. And you can already hear some of that starting to pan out a little bit here. How's this look? This is our cavern wallpaper, I think. I think they go in the order that you install them in, because this Zarid wallpaper is down here, even though it should probably be much earlier in the game. Anyway, skulls. Let's keep the current visual theme we have now. Nice sheep noise. Starport Castle Dream Station. Okay, so we've unlocked that in an easy-to-use way. We'll check that in a second. Mushi official virtual pet. So we can download this thing from Squishers that looks a little different than a regular virtual pet, but it's just the same thing. Alright, Ashley's spinning planets. Note from Ashley's mom below. Oh god, you got Beef Brain Shield on, huh? New planets. Tiny planet. This planet is so small, it has swimming ants living on it. What is this, a planet for ants? Mustard planet. This planet has mustard instead of water like normal. It is where the mustard comes from. They have mustard spaceships that go get it and bring it to the king foods on Earth. Earth is our planet. Big planet. This is a big one. This planet is made out of lines and water splashes. Only fish live in the water splashes. Fair enough. Alright, scrolly. Note to other parents. Hello, this is Ashley's mother. If you haven't heard, there's a disease called beef brain that Hypnospace can cause if you don't protect your kids. I am frankly mad that none of you are involved with your children enough to know about this. Click the shield to find out more about how to protect their brains, and please install it to your kids' pages. Counselor Ronnie's got a drug runners game.
Drugs make you pretty lame.
Drug Runners, a new Hypno-S game about snubbing the nub and saying no to dangerous. Oh my god. Yeah, so this is a thing that...
Counselor Ronnie,
read this?
reporting
I don't
for
think we
duty.
Yeah, because we said that...
Drugs are bad. You can't take
Oh my god, I don't think we read all this. I'll have to read
Yeah.
that in a second. Download Drug
Downloading
Runners.
Drug
Yeah.
Runs to.
Don't insert a bean.
This is going to be a thing that we're going to check out in a few minutes.
Don't insert a bean.
Gotta pause this so that way we don't go insane. Teentopians and parents, as we all know, fun is my middle name, safety is also my middle name, so let's get serious for a sec. Our kids and teens are faced with challenges that older generations never had to deal with. Drugs have never existed before. One such challenge is the recent popularity of the drug known as the T-Nub. You may have also heard them called devil's fingers or butt beans. These highly toxic drugs have been known to cause heart palpitations, the shakes and shivers, damage to the frontal and citial lobes of the brain, and even death. The slang for using a T-nub is shonking. T-nubs come only in the form of suppositories, so most teens take them on a dare. Oh, Jesus Christ. As I always say, it's all fun and games until a dare ends in addiction and possibly even death. Please talk to your children about T-nubs and share this harrowing but important image on your pages. They shouldn't be so funny, but here we are. Okay, Ronnie's Totally Sweet Squishers art contest. Your art could be featured in a Squishers television ad. Send in your artwork inspired by Monarch's Squishers game for a chance to win your own Game Champ portable. All art due by December 1st, 2000. Damn it, we're like 22 years too late for me to submit art. I really meant to get around to it, you guys. I'm just really, really bad at this whole scheduling thing. I'm sorry, everybody. We almost had a chance to win a free Game Champ portable, and now I can't add that to the stream. It's okay, it's 21 years old, I can probably fucking pirate it. Whether you're an awesome teen yourself or a parent of a teen, have no fear, Ronnie's here. Face. Play, that's just going to lead us to the Drug Runners page. Ask Ronnie, what do you got for us? Question. Counselor Ronnie, I've never heard of T-Nubs and neither is my teenage son. Is this some kind of hoax? Is this some kind of hoax? You should be careful about what you print and verify it's true first. Fergus, parent. Hi, Fergus. Thank you very much for your question. I'm sure your son is a great kid, but we all remember how difficult it is being a teen. Are you sure he's being entirely forthcoming with you? The information we share here meets the rigorous standards of the U.S. American Republic's ARCEA program. The facts have been checked and double-checked, and they are indeed true. It is important that we take this phenomenon seriously to do what we can to combat its spread and save lives. Counselor Ronnie. Doop, 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 doop. And learn. Do you have anything new to teach us? Do you know, fire hydrants were accidentally invented by ancient peoples attempting to extract life-giving celestial water from the Earth's core with a massive red metallic tube. Sure. Did you know, children who grew up spending 40 or more hours per week watching TV are 5,000 times richer and more well-adjusted than children who didn't? Did you know, American League football is imperceptible to people who are smart? Wow. Wow. Thanks, Counselor Ronnie. I don't understand any sports either. Alright, Dark Twilight Tiff, what do you have going on? Dear HSPD enforcers, please look at the chat logs at this link and do something about these idiots. Yeah, so I don't think there's anything else going on here. True Tranquility virus apology. Me and Tim, okay, mostly Tim, would like to apologize to everyone for that gross virus thing. It was supposed to just be a joke between us, but Tim thought I actually thought it would be cool to give everyone a joke virus, and it almost got him into big trouble. What in the world? My pics. We finally got a scanner, so I'll be able to upload pictures and drawings if I ever finish one and stuff. Alright, so this is actually new, never mind. Take a look here. Opens the book for you. Dr. Smolder Boulder was a not nice man. He huffed at his family and laughed at his friends. He stomped with flowers and double-tongued chips. He faces public statues with pictures of lips. But sometimes, Dr. Smolder Boulder gets angry. He gets tired of taking the blame. He knocks 2.5 times at your door and screams out your family name. And if you open the door, turns page with no face. Ooh. He'll tear down your pictures, knock holes in your walls, drink your hot chocolate, pound on your floors, break your glass dishes, smash through your table, crack every window if he's willing and able. Turns page while you realize I was never there. And when he crouches over your body, he'll say with a stony-faced grin, "You shouldn't have called me a bad guy because now the doctor is in." Fuck. Game is based on true stories from Hypnospace. Okay, so we get that atmospheric noise no matter what. I understand. You do. Reject marshmallows. Suddenly, I mean, where you are, why move? If the chocolate of foreshadowing. Stay with your cooling drink. Just keep sitting here for a bit. Barely hot. It's weird. So little time has passed, and yet your sweet drink's already getting cold. It's almost like a foul wind is blowing. Stay on the couch. Are you crazy? You stay right where you are as the pounding ceases and the scream fades away like a paper bag over a skull. It makes sense, right? Right? Suddenly you feel something move through you. It leaves a pit in your stomach like a stone. A stony grin. What do? Try to freak out. Okay, that was really silly. There's something wrong standing in your living room, guzzling hot chocolate like a car with thin gas. The book never said what would happen if you didn't open the door. Slam! The cup shatters near your ears like a gunshot. You scream, thanks to the marshmallows. Dr. Smolder Boulder doesn't have hands or feet. He's smooth and tall and distorted like a baby's foggy dream. Like the first fear you ever had when you were a kid. How does he exist? What is he doing? Oh no, what? What's happening? The vision hits you like a truck. A big one. Your body's suspended as something gets smaller and larger all at the same time. Bigger than the sky and tinier than an ant. It goes inside of you and stays there. It moves. You can already feel the glass beneath your fingernails and the rocks in your teeth and the splinters of wood that in the bashed up leg that doesn't belong to you anymore. Yes, the doctor is in. They shouldn't have made him angry. He loved the marshmallows. Those are some very interesting descriptions. How do you win the game? Yeah, fair enough. Alright, so, I mean, we got the basic idea. What's this? Please look at the chat logs at this link and do something about these idiots. Hello, enforcers. Can you please do something about these guys? They have been messaging me nonstop. I tried sending a message to Counselor Ronnie and the HSPD a few days ago, but haven't had a reply. Yeah, we unfortunately know why. Chit Chat doesn't reply to me either. And so, we've got these two being complete and utter fedoras even as teenagers. And yeah, we're not even going to go there. Okay, yeah, Zane and Ori kind of suck. But unfortunately, if we flag those, we're giving the points, the infraction points over to Tiff instead of to the guys who are actually being assholes. Because, yeah. Does that go to... That's right, that's back to the Utopia landing. No change here on Grayson's page. Jessica White, broken up with Zane. Yeah, we know. It's because you got called out for it. Jennifer, got broken up with. Yep. Again, those personalities basically cease to exist because, yeah. There's gonna be no change to this. Just, hey, yeah, here's a deal that ends next year, so yeah. N64, Nintendo's have rewind? Huh, that's unusual. Oh, I see, Brandy Dinosaur Kid has another page here. This is about me. I'm on Hypnospace every night. I am so sleepy, so I go to bed early so I can go on Hypnospace more and more. Yeah, this is the exact sort of mindset that a company like this would really want to cultivate. Oh, the kid likes Torsex, which is the thing that Roddy was into, so that's neat. Rubber roof pin. We got anything special to throw in here? Update Thursday Council. Oh, hey, look, it's a fairly cute picture of one of the Pokemon trainers from Squishers. I'll not be on Hypnospace for the big year 2000 event. I'm going to my cousin's church to pray in the new year. I think the rapture is probably going to happen then. If you're one of the people I don't talk to on Chit Chat, that's why. Okay, so I think that is a tiny bit of new world-building information, but that's about it. This kid is running out of their free trial. Champion, yeah. Alright, so here's the Squishers page.
Squishers are really cool.
No changes here. Because it's a brand page, as you'd expect. Squishers Quest. Yeah, so we got all this stuff. Again, no change. Brand page, etc. Corey's house. What's that? I need to pick. Dear Zane, I apologize sincerely for what I did by making a threat and saying hateful things about you on my page. I did not mean the things I said, and I will never do that again. My sincerest apologies, Corey. Dear Merchant Soft, I apologize sincerely for making an offensive image and putting it where kids can see. It will never happen again. So, it seems like Corey genuinely is, you know, he's trying to be less of an asshole. Somewhat. Welcome to the page of That Brassy Kid. I'm a junior and play tuba and saxophone if it wasn't obvious. Do. Bad notes. Alright, people. My parents made me cover up my face. Oh, well. Broken up with my girlfriend. Yeah, we already know again. Said girlfriend is completely fake. Excuse me, I'm very sorry about that. Alright, so Tim, we've already checked out Tim's shit. And Tim has nothing special going on other than the password feast, right? But let's double check here. Just to make sure, yeah. Thanksgiving password feast, we already got that. Oh, I didn't even know it's password feast. Alright, my FLS crack programs, hacks, art viruses, and assorted mischief. You got anything to say here? So is this just like straight to his F list? So this has
Downloading virus ideas.
a couple of things that
Downloading True Tranquility.
we can install to give ourselves horrible viruses.
Downloading Butts Disease.
Butts disease. He's got the eye, so that's neat. And he's also got
Downloading
a picture
Marshmallow Pig 2.
of another person with a name attached to it. Yeah, as you can see, a picture of Dark Twilight Tiff, but with the name Marshmallow attached to it because he's a bit of a weirdo. Do we have this piece of music downloaded? We should grab that because I actually really like it.
Unknowable Leeches.
You know who? That's a thing that happened. All right, so let's take a look at Zane Rocks here. Oh, does he have 14 points that I can flag him for?
Trouble.
Wow. Studio Slayers X. I haven't even looked at the first bit of that. I'll take a look at that. Yeah, so he's mad that he got tricked by the dumpster. He used to run a cool, hilarious page, but it got shut down because Hypnospace couldn't handle the jokes. Too sensitive, like 7-year-olds. I mean, that just seems a little bit mean. I don't know if this is going to count. Also, I love that sound effect for dropping the hammer.
You got trouble.
No violation detected. You sure about that? I mean, that's pretty rude. All right, what do you got down here? Stupid website alert. The worst Hypnospace page word goes to the dumpster, more like the dumpster. No surprise here, for it's probably written by a fruity fairy 30-year-old who lives with his mommy. Wow, dude. Fucking teenagers. They even thought they could give me a fake joke award and then I'll fall for it and put it on my page. Think again. You did have it on there, my dude. I knew the whole time that it was fake. I was baiting you guys to see if you would fall into my little trap. Guess what, you lost, sucker. And now you have won Zane's official stupid website award, idiots. Oh yeah, I was just pretending to troll. Someone get me an F-less password to seepage on there? Well, you should probably check in with Gearhead Greg, my dude. Alright, so what's up with your comic here? Front here. Not your daddy's comic. Read it now. The first issue of Slayers X. $1. We kept adding text onto the signposts in Terraria. Yeah, I remember that. Get up and go to school. Dude, why do you sound like my mom? Oh. Well, this sucks. Kid's got a TV right next to his bed. 10 minutes later, family apartments, and it looks like a little jail. This kid's definitely got some issues afoot. I must kill Zane before he taps into his secret powers. Next time on Slayers X, those dreams you had, they're all real. The demons, the green energy, your secret powers and double pistols, all of it is real. We need your help, Zane. What? It's the guy from, it's supposed to be the guy from Seepage, but how would you know that? I gotta admit, this is probably better art than I could draw. Either in MS Paint or by hand. I was gonna say better than I could draw in MS Paint, but that's not necessarily saying a whole lot. This guy thinks he's real cool for being 15 years old. Psst, hey, numbnuts, over here. You're allowed to say that on Teentopia? Don't scream. Yes, I am powerful, but I am a good guy. Come outside, Zane, now. Walla, I am Mikey Psyche. We have been watching you, Zane, come into my energy portal. Only if you can handle it. Let's go. Yeah, like I said, it's the dude from Seepage. A few minutes later, Zane really loves this new metal band, huh? Practice stage, training zone, elite training only, game zone. And he's got some very cheap looking first-person shooter. This place is freaking huge! Yes, it is the biggest secret base in the galaxy. Welcome to the Steel Sewer! Excuse me. We have every single gun, machine gun, sword, and RPG in the world. We have every instrument in every video game and movie. There's even a soda machine. But for now, we must talk. This thing that we saw at the end of the last comic, we really need your help, Zane. Love me the Control-Alt-Delete copy-paste vibes. Y'all, you ain't wrong. There is an evil force at stake in this world. Most people are blind to its power, but we have been fighting it for 20 years. For some reason, Zane, it is scared of you. It knows you have a secret power, and if you train and unlock the power, it knows that you can kill it. Let's kick some demon ass. So, actually, a fun fact is that the guy who created Hypnospace Outlaw on, like, some level, Jay Tholen, the main guy behind Hypnospace Outlaw, in addition to the fact that he's creating a sequel to this game called Dream Settler, which is going to be coming out sometime in the not-too-distant future, I believe that he's also making, like, basically a Doom clone type of first-person shooter based off of the ideas behind this Zane character in his Slayers X comic, which I just kind of think that's adorable in a way. Like, he really loves doing stuff with this, and I think there's just a lot of charm to be had there. Let's go back to the homepage. And before we're done here, let's install drug runners. We're not going to install the viruses. What kind of a person do you think I am? Other than a fool. Let's read Tim Again's viruses ideas. Daikatana Laura's up. Virus ideas.htx. Finished. Butts disease. Makes all windows say butts fart noises. Recursor. Make like 100 images that look just like the cursor appears, so it's hard to know where to click. BWL. Oh my god. I actually... That's fucking hilarious, dude. That's funnier than it should be anyway. Robin.h. Minx will like this. Steal from the rich and give to the poor kind of thing. So, pretty much something that's already in the Hypnospace tools. Nude Professor Helper? God. Oh, shit. I forgot the phrase nude Professor Helper. That... Oh my god, that... Oh. I'm dead now. I'm a ghost. Hi, everybody. Something with pets, nude, BWL. It's not as good as Nude Professor Helper. Nothing will ever top that. Anyway, so, like, we should probably go and deal with the main quest, shouldn't we? Ah, fuck it. Let's take a look at Janitor.
Welcome to Janitor.
So, butts disease, you count. Alright, so, we lost him and now restart. Thank you for giving me no real say in that. So, Janitor, basically you make piles of things, you drag them to the incinerator, and you slowly make hypno money. And yes, it's making cat noises. Relax, you're only losing your mind a little bit. And yeah, so this is a way to grind out hypno coins if you don't feel like or haven't gotten to the thing yet. Install Butts Disease. You know what? Fuck it. I actually am gonna go install Butts Disease, I guess. It's only a great and wonderful hypno estimate. Ouch, my butt. Yep. Okay, so let's sit around for a bit and let this do something.
For your safety, please open HypnoCure and
But
click
heard the rumors. If you hop around through this, it just starts changing random words to the word butts.
Virus detected.
Which
for your safety, please open
I'm
HypnoCure
super
and
immature
click
about it, but it's honestly kind of funny in a way because it's really dumb. Open-eyed. This is a butt zone for all free thinkers.
Open HypnoCure and click Cure Me Now.
I'm surprised it didn't change to open butt. I'm actually a little disappointed in that. So, all right, let's remove that.
My butt feels much better.
We got trouble.
My butt feels much better. Thanks. Yeah, shut up, Skull. I love the fact that they added that too as the message for removing it. Just like, okay, we're gonna be as silly as possible with this. Anyway, so at this point, you're probably thinking, hey, you probably should get back to the main quest, shouldn't you? And to that I say, I feel like slacking off some more. Let's do some drug running.
How fast can you run?
Hey, it's the you wouldn't download a car font. Okay, so this is a fairly simple kind of like Sokoban type of minigame, and unfortunately I can't control this with the keyboard. That sucks a little bit.
No, I've been sucked.
You don't walk into the green dudes, otherwise you get shonked. And when that happens, well, that's basically... Well, let's be honest. They basically got us to laugh about something that is multiple levels of criminal. And basically, my main tip for this, I haven't memorized the puzzles or anything. I'm just remembering that the big tip is basically direct routes are kind of a lie. And there's a couple of different branching paths that we can take to get to some different items. Oh yeah, look, we're stuck in here, so we want to reset this. And yeah, attempting to walk into a wall does not actually give you any, like, free turns or anything. You have to go past these dudes the regular way. And this looks like, hey, here's a free path, right? And that's because it leads over here. To...
Use the boots to run 2 spaces instead of 1 per turn.
Well, thanks, dude. Cool little thing that gives us some special boots that we can equip to turn those back on. Go 2 spaces in 1 turn instead of 1 space in 1 turn. Shut up. This is the Doctor Who game you played when you were like 2. Amazing. I can't believe that we accidentally managed to port that into another video game. That's kind of awesome, actually. I'm glad that you shared that with me because that's some very good information. So, yeah, I don't 100% know if I'm doing this correctly. Okay, no, I'm not doing this correctly at all. This is several floors back. And this is just specifically gating off the existence of the boots for you. Alright. So if we if we step one forward, we're going to get kicked back. This is just turn the boots on. This has turned out to be quite simple.
Charm. Use the teleportation charm to teleport back to the main entrance of any room.
So we get the teleportation charm. This sends us back to where we started a room, but without changing the positions of the dudes on screen. So if we do this, yeah, see, we're here, but they're desynced from where we started, so we can actually get past. This is something that is necessary to solve a couple of the rest of the puzzles in here. Just say no. Yeah, I think that this room is a no-go. It's literally in the title. Just say no, you big weenie. And yeah, all the level names have been various references to, well, not all of them, but quite a few of them have been references to a variety of anti-drug campaigns that have been put out by the, various organizations that have a vested interest in you not smoking weed and instead drinking copious amounts of beer.
I've been sucked.
No, we just had something shoved inside of our butt by a stranger. Isn't that great?
I've been sucked.
My boots were still on. Okay. Thanks. Oh, I hit restart. Oh my god. I hit the wrong button. I restarted the whole game. Funny. Well, that's okay. I'm sure you all wanted an action replay on the entire thing. Clearly, I just need to perform better this time. That's all. Y'all wanted to hear more of my silly sound effect set.
Boots. Use the boots to run 2 spaces instead of 1 per turn. Charm. Use the teleportation charm to teleport back to the main entrance of any room.
Oh no, don't turn the boots on yet. Let's try not being a complete idiot, just most of one. So I think this is what we want to do, is just keep doing this for a bit. So we need to get to that stairway in the middle, I believe is the point here. Yeah, a grave mistake. Yeah, alright, buddy. You and your puns. That's my job to not remember to do. Just reset this. There we go. That's better. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. Set. Don't hit restart. 1 over. Charm. Reset this a couple of times, basically. Yeah, not ideal, but here we are at the end of the game. Not exactly super long, but hey, it's a cute little diversion. Give him credit where it's due. There was a real entertainment factor to this bit. Oh, shit. Whoa, I've been shonked. Oh, I forgot to turn my boots off. Okay. Oops. Yeah, those keep getting turned on basically every time you heck up. And it can definitely cause some confusion. Is this the position we want to be in? More or less. Leave me unsupervised for one night, and I'm dealing drugs? Well, listen, I've got to pay the rent somehow. And, I mean, the whole psychic thing hasn't been working out. I've got my balls busted like 6 times by the Hypnospace cops. Apparently, they don't like it very much, or something. So at this point, you know, drug dealing is potentially all I've got here to make sure that I can not remember how to do this level. I'd sort of imagine somebody coming in here like, actually, it's a simple pattern. And I will just look at their message and be like, suddenly I have become illiterate. Huh, how about that shit? But also, any reference to that, and of course with the sense of humor of this particular part of the game, it's going to redouble my thinking about it. I remember this one sketch from the show Mr. Show with Bob and David, which starred Bob Odenkirk and David Cross. This was a show on HBO back in the mid-90s, sort of a sketch comedy type of thing. And they were 2 American tourists who were traveling on a international flight back from Europe, and they were smuggling some drugs out of the country. And one of them, he smuggles his drugs back in a shampoo bottle, and he starts going off on this, you know, the person at customs is like, oh, do you have anything to declare? And he's trying very, very hard to cover the fact that he's got the drugs in his shampoo, but he keeps saying the word shampoo over and over, like just inserting it into the conversation wrongly over and over. So finally, the customs agent lets him go after not inspecting his shampoo, and he turns to the other dude he's traveling with and is like, you know, I hope you've got something real smart plan other than what I did. And he's like, don't worry, I've got, I hid my drugs real well. And he walks up to the guy at customs who asks if he has anything to declare. And he says that he went through this route, and he ends it with, and then I took a balloon up my ass to Spain. And the guy at customs just stops for several seconds and just gives him the most go, just in this great sort of like, yeah, I don't want to deal with this kind of way. But of course, making things even better is that right at the end of the bit, he walks past a wanted poster of himself, wanted for smuggling drugs, and it says, have you seen this man? And he pulls it off, and underneath that poster is a poster of what is implied to be his backside in a pair of pants, of course, because, I mean, it was HBO, but even then, they still didn't want to. And instead it says, have you seen this man's ass? Oh god, I fucked it up. Hooray, we got some rewards for running drugs. Anyway, so this wanted poster is a picture of this dude's butt, and it says, have you seen this man's ass? And of course, anything, just for some reason, this came back to me out of nowhere earlier this week, and I'm fairly confident that it was not related to this, but now I'm just going to forever associate these two things in my brain. Hooray, we've beaten drug runners, by the way. We can restart if we want and fuck this up for another 100 moves or something. But more importantly, we get some downloads. We get a sticker of Ronnie. It wasn't as good as Gutsman's ass. You're not wrong. We get a sticker of the dealer. I think there's a T-Nub sticker that we can get somewhere. And also, we can get an extended version of the Counselor Ronnie song, so let's indulge.
Library.
Counselor Ronnie reporting for duty. For duty. Duty. Drugs make you pretty lame. Duty. 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 Yeah. Counselor Ronnie reporting for duty. For duty. Duty. Drugs are bad. You can't take them. Yeah.
If you're a cool teen, don't insert a bean.
No.
If you're a cool teen,
No.
don't insert a bean.
No.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Your friend tells you to put something in your butt. Don't do it. Don't do it.
And by the way,
If you're not a shonker,
nice one, man. Yeah. Stay safe out there.
watch the fingers, dude.
I had a buddy named Vinny. He could stuff an entire pizza in his mouth. All without drugs.
Nice one, man. So fucking cheesy. Oh god, I forgot that the tune box has skins. Holy shit, that is kind of frightening and kind of stupid and kind of awesome at the same time. This is so 1990s. Oh, anyone remember these terrible skins for Windows Media Player? Oh my god. This thing, this terrifying amoeba. And then we've got this. This just looks like a regular one. Yeah, so then we go just the Winamp style skins. Have I seen any of Multiversus? I've seen a little bit of Multiversus. I've just passed a few people posting stuff about that. I haven't been keeping up with a lot of those games as well as I should have. I think that I fell off real hard on a lot of the newer Smash likes when I completely forgot to pick up Nick All-Star Brawl, but I'm pretty sure that the player base on Nick All-Star Brawl is just absolutely dropping like a stone. So I might be able to pick that one up for pretty cheap at some point. And I mean, I'm not the world's biggest fan of Smash Brothers type games. But on the other hand, Nick All-Star Brawl seems pretty great because you can play as Powdered Toast Man. Sad thing is that the Counselor Ronnie song wasn't really that far from a lot of the real stuff. You're not wrong. I've definitely heard quite a few of the cheesier rap type of things from that era of just people in suits like, oh, this rap hip hop thing is cool. You know, the teens love the hippity hop. This is how we'll communicate with them. Ultra Instinct Shaggy. Oh my god. A new zone for all you geeks, nerds, and other citizens with niche interests. Huh? The Bull Ring in SAI. It has moved to SAI. The Observer moved to the SAI Free Land. Just one of them. Court of Fedrala. SAI Statement on Disaster. Official ultimatum from merchant software regarding recent disaster. Well, it sounds like all these pages are moved to this SAI thing, so we'll have to deal with that in a bit. Sovereign Alliance of Imagination. Official statement on recent events. Attention Merchant Soft for immediate release. Just yesterday. Summary of events. 5 of our October 14th. 5 of our zones are deleted. Our pages are down for 6 hours. New zone. Starport Castle Dream Station appears. Pages from 5 former zones appear in new zone. Merchant Soft ignores request for an explanation. Tuesday, November 23rd. Pages go down again, including SAI Freelance page. They come back up the next night and load very slowly. Ultimatum. The members of the SAI officially request the following from Merchant Soft. Explain yourselves. Remove the loading speed cap on SAI Freelance pages. Change community leader to Gil S Creates. If our demands are not met, we will abandon Hypnospace and sign up for Cyberworld Z. Agreed upon by all members, the Sovereign Alliance of Imagination. Oh, Shaggy's a Shoto. Oh my god, that is amazing. The SAI runs freelance, an open zone of users who do not accept Merchant Soft's Starport Castle Dream Station. Because Merchant Soft has seen fit to merge our zones no warning and severely limit our download speeds, the remaining members of the 5 deleted zones have come together to form the Sovereign Alliance of Imagination. We have decided in unison to delist our pages and form our own zone free from the control of Merchant Soft. Click blah blah blah. Why move? Merchant Soft deleted 5 of merchants of the strongest communities. Pages now load half as quickly as well. No one knows why it happened. It just did. Now instead of having 5 community leaders for each zone, we just have 1. And the person they picked is just a friend of Merchant Soft. If you don't have a community leader, there's no way to report issues directly to Merchant Soft outside of waking up and emailing or phoning them. By making our own zone list in the form of freelance, we can self-moderate and rebuild. Now join, everyone is welcome. Contact Gillis Creates for more information on how to join and how to secure a place in the freelands. Alright, let's take a look at this RPG world map. Oh, let's make sure that we download this Chowderman song, because...
Downloading Chowderman_ready to shave.
Honestly, I find this to be kind of hilarious in a way, but we're not going to go into too much. Chowderman use mission. Really, welcome to the SAI Freelance. Click on the arrow signs to navigate. Click to read the SAI Freelance credits. SAI Leadership and Idea by Gil Sanders and Sarah Sanders. Map art by Gil Sanders. Extra special thanks to Roddy Wall. He and Batman are basically... Amazing. That's quite a thing they came up with there, huh? What do you got here? Head south to visit Gil and Sarah's homestead. Oh, the elements are still loading in because there's so many of them. Alright, so these both link to the same place. Look at this amazing magic scepter thing here. The SAI Freelance are online only. If you're part of the community and your page is loading slowly, go take Roddy's test to get Axxeleration. He's risking his neck by putting that out there. Oh yeah, because Roddy is like... Roddy's, he's upset at Merchant Soft for how they're mistreating everybody because they don't actually give a shit. You've just stepped into the warm abode of Gil and Sarah Sanders. On Gil's page, you'll find fantasy, sci-fi, and cybercog art of the Sandiverse and his HSM music. Sarah's page is all about on and offline fantasy interactive theater and features a few of her strong opinions. Ha. This is an anti-sacred garden home. We do not support the touchy-feely, wimpy direction their company is headed. Oh, you're upset at Wizards of the Coast for being too SJW, aren't you? Gil. Now, for all you smart Alex out there, the page is Gil S. S is in Sanders, my last name, creates. It is not Gil Secretes. Thank you. With that out of the way, welcome to Gil Secretes. Tunes. These are my original compositions. Free to download and use any way you see fit.
Downloading Gil Cybercog Circus.
Oh yeah, this thing, if you thought that some of the music from the Cool Punk Zone was a clusterfuck, especially with the Cold Snap, I think his name was, that is an even bigger one. Sandiverse. We'll investigate that in a second. The Ready to Shave analysis page. A work in progress, full analysis on the music and the lyrics of this epic masterpiece by the Chowderman. Oh, baby. Commentary on the Chowderman's 1989 masterpiece song. Song used with permission from the Chowderman. Mountain War. Or forward by Gil. That's weird. What kind of music is that? A song about shaving? Get out of town. If I had a penny for every time I heard one of these ignorant statements, I would have millions of dollars. Can you blame them? They're just ignorant and uninformed. There's no appreciation anymore of fine art. Everyone just wants it now. If you really take time to listen, I listened to this record at least 500 times at least, you will begin to appreciate kinds of music you never thought possible. All you hear now on the radio is flip-flop. I wish it flopped with lyrics about dirty acts, shooting gangs, or sniffing drugs. What happened when real men made real music? The music one could put headphones on after school and get lost in. Music for the thinking man. Music where they actually play instruments instead of push buttons on a computer. Okay, I think I've read enough of this. This is some pretentious asshole who's trying to pretend that just because this piece of music has Marillion style instrumentals to it doesn't mean that it's actually not the rat that the lyrics are, you know? What a champion of championhood. The Sandiverse. What do you got going on, Gil Secretes? The Sandiverse. Custom campaign for Quest of Six Mountains 4 rule set. The Sandiverse is an original QO6M interactive theater campaign within its own world. With its own world, characters, and lore. It combines traditional fantasy with the best parts of science fiction and cybercog. Serenia is a character me and my wife Sarah made up based on many of Sarah's real-life quirks. Serenia is a master archer and can use telepathy to communicate with almost any being in the Sandiverse. This drawing is my own artistic interpretation of Serenia. Click the link below to see my wife's drawing she uses in-game. So this will be Sarah actually writing about things herself and basically having somewhat more sensible, although extremely small head. Although I guess, hey, that makes it much harder for you to get hit by snipers. Meanwhile, here's Gil designing his wife's character like this and his own character like this. Signal is played by me, Gil. He plays a guitar that is used to hack into cybercog systems when plugged into them. The notes are interpreted as computer inputs. How old are you, by the way, Gil? 46. So comfortably in the age where you're really starting to feel like, wow, you missed your calling in life very badly by not actually developing this skill at the time. Signal was once a rock star, based a little on Chowderman, so he is very charismatic and is always getting into trouble with Serenia for being irresistible to women. He must always wear sunglasses because his unshielded gaze is too powerful. Ginsby is a Cybernome character played by our friend Stooge. His character is always trying to cause mischief and crack jokes, which is honestly a little annoying and interrupts the game. I'll scan in artwork when I get around to it. Yeah, okay, buddy. Xeniam's the X01001 Cluster Blade, the most powerful weapon factions we're trying to find. Datacogs. If you're familiar with Cybercog Classic Cyrixia, Datacogs work pretty much the same way as they do in the book. Their contents can be decrypted and absorbed into the mind at cogwork terminals, and they can grant people abilities far beyond what humans are normally capable of. Cogwork terminals are rare machines that are used by humanoids in the Sanderverse to absorb cog data into their mind. They often go haywire, causing unintended side effects. Once absorbed, this data grants special knowledge, superhuman skills, and sometimes powerful techno-psychic abilities. Oh, I don't want to scroll all the way down yet. Cogwork terminals are old, unreliable, and only a few remain. That sounds like something that doesn't make a ton of sense. This is why I didn't want to scroll down too much, because this is fucking hilarious. It's an evil demonic couch. The Mammogroth. Oh, look at Akinator's been on the performance enhancers a little bit. Also, extremely obvious nipples. Villathan. What a name, Villathan. Also, like, nothing going on below the knees, because, you know, that's where the ankle. Very top-heavy. Scepter of Leafland, an ancient cybercogian tool that gives its master control over all plant life. Well, to be fair, I know that can be a little bit potent, so... Alright, Gil secretes, yeah, thanks buddy. What's going on in Sarah's study? Sarah's Sanderverse Art Gallery, quick opinion board. So are these just... Yeah, these are just... links up and down the page. Cactus with arrow. Buttercup the horse. Never the giant gnome. Too stupid, so I won't include her. This Gil guy is starting to seem like a bit of a busybody. Movie review: The Blender. Linda Horror suggests this and wow, is it cheesy? I wonder if I'm missing something because the gory parts are amusing when they're on. But most of it is just bad dialogue between amateur actors. 5 out of 10. Yeah, that sounds like most low-budget horror movies to me. Music review: Arkello Fragments. This is an album Stooge puts on when we're gaming. I need him to record me a copy because sometimes I get lost in the atmosphere of the music and forget about our game. 10 out of 10. Travel review: Orlando, Florida. Orlando is only fun if you're rich. We stayed in a happy birthday hotel there, and it was adequate, but the theme parks were so disappointing. Most of your time there will involve waiting in long lines while the sun fries your skin. 2 out of 10. I hope to update this page more frequently. Check back next week for more opinions. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, we get it. Chowder Man ready to shave. Alright, so we got Casper Air. Let's take a look at this. Blast off to Casper Air graphics. Yeah, this is the guy from Clifton, right? We heard about this before. Check out Linger Roddy and House of Sound. They both have great Hypnospace pages. Also, I'm open for work and can turn your car into a work of art. Yeah, this dude got out of the music business and...
Downloading Clifta_Nightcry PT1.
Now paints cars. Which I guess that's kind of cool. His recent original work, Celestial Showdown. Gallery for more detail. Artist and musician Casper Sundberg. Oh, these are pretty neat, I gotta admit. That's quite a skill. Some pretty cool cars. I'd be okay being caught dead in one of those. Casper has always been an artist, but 10 years ago he found his true calling when a musical collaborator opened his eyes to the world of airbrush art. After working as a successful musician and composer for almost 30 years, Casper took up airbrush art in 1989 and hasn't looked back. Casper specializes in fantasy and science fiction art, but he's always open to new concepts. How old are you? 49, yeah. A successful musician and composer for almost 30 years, starting 10 years ago when you would have been 39. Uh-huh, sure, buddy. What do you got? Artist and composer for the band Clifta from 1970 until 1988. Famous for our long cosmic rock jams and deep fantasy mythology. Unfortunately, I do not own the rights to Clifta's music anymore, so I can't provide it for download, but a song from my best album is playing on my page. If you're familiar with the F-list system, you can find some of the songs there. I personally don't mind if you download it that way. Trennis fans might recognize my song Sport Anthem as the official theme of the Trennis North American Open. I'm learning how to record music on the computer and hope to release a record under my name sometime next year. It would be really cool if that made its way into Dream Settler. Whoa, quote for Airbrush Art. Please send Casper a message through ChitChat or HS Inbox at Casper Air Graphics to inquire about the cost of an airbrush treatment for your vehicle or any other kind of fantasy art you need. Casper does not take explicit, gory, or pornographic requests. Please do not message Casper about Clifta. Fair enough, buddy. Seems like a cool dude. Alright, what's going on over here? We've got The Observer. Game previews, reviews, and opinion. Update. Yeah, we know about it. Popular but still sort of underground website dedicated to bringing you blah blah blah. Why no Hypnos games? The Hypnospace headband is a decently capable piece of hardware. Lots of gamers are on Hypnospace. Merchantsoft likes money. What's the holdup? Let's find out. Update November 20th. Yes, I'm aware of drug runners in Teentopia. Why is an anti-drug game called Drug Runners? People who smuggle drugs are called drug runners. Yeah, you get it, don't you? I'm truly baffled. It's a decent little game, but it's a mere trifle compared to Cyberworld games. So basically, yeah, there's no video games on HypnoS, but Dylan is trying to get some more gamers interested with his shitty car game. And he just hints at it. My friend, that's going to blow up headbands. Chosen Anointed is a low-budget Cataclysm-inspired first-person shooter for Christian audiences. Sheltered kids finally have something decent to play. Pretty cool piece of music. I'm gonna grab this. Well, not $2.
Downloading Asher Midnight.
Always said that if a small-time developer requests coverage, I'd be willing to help. Double Edge Software did exactly that and sent me a very early alpha version of their new first-person shooter, Chosen Anointed. Please note that title is deeply religious. Oh, this kind of reminds me of this game called Catechumen, which is, again, basically the same idea of being, here's a Bible-themed FPS, and you shoot energy blasts out of your swords and have sword ammo, and YouTuber Brutal Moose did a video about it, which is how I heard about it. It seems like an actually pretty okay game, and this is, oh my god, that's a fantastic visual. So, you know, I would support this game if its developer was more like that and not very Doug TenNapel, so fair enough. Scorpion and Multiversus, that would be interesting. Squishers, if you know any preteens, there's a good chance they're obsessed with Squishers. Is the game actually any good? I give it a shot in this review. Let's take a look. A unique slime fest and the Game Champ's first decent title. Yeah, see, it just kind of looks like a Pokemon game, as you'd expect. Much as it pains me to say it, it's also an excellent game. Oh, so strangely enough, this is more like Shin Megami Tensei than like actual Pokemon. That's kind of shocking, all considered. Interesting. Very neat. A lot of nice world building to be had around. Shut up. We'll listen to that some other time. Ooh, there's just a loose video file here. Bunch of flags going on. The bull ring. Only the worthy may wield the power of Axxeleration.
Downloading Axxreal 1. Axxreal 1. 1.
I didn't mean to download that twice. That was really stupid of me. Alright, so let's take a look at this. Trial of Axxeleration.
Stash is hidden. In the Freelands, you shall unlock it. 2 east of Roddy's bull ring, that's me, 1 north of Casper's rocket. Only one path leads to this place. Look closely at the borders.
Look closely at the borders.
Come back here. In this trial, you will rock it.
Alright, look closely at the borders. It's a location that is 2 to the left of this screen and 1 up from Casper's rocket. So I'm going to assume that if we do something like this, so here's the gravestone for all the places that are departed. There's Linda's page. We've seen Linda's page already. I'm gonna take a quick look at this. Not the page I thought it was. This guy has a whole thing here, but he's got a... So I guess if you're like steampunk, or rather clock punk, which is the same concept but with gears, this will be for you, but we're gonna... Shut up. We are gonna go and keep looking for this locality that we're trying to find here. Okay, so there's the path. I think this is where we have to go for the next target here. Court of Fedrala here. And Fedrala has some neat adaptables. Officially on Hypnospace, so check out my tribute site. It doesn't really seem to be there unless it's one of these pages. And some cute little vials of things that sound like they might be useful in an RPG type of setting. And so we've got some Dagrons here. This information is actually something that you're supposed to read a little bit more in depth of. But the thing that you need it for is something we're just going to brute force, because you can actually do that and it's no penalty.
You got trouble.
Only proceed if you are worthy of Axxeleration. That is us. Alright, show me video number 2.
Axxreal 2.
What do you got, Chief? Download manager. Okay.
The father of the Freelands, his cybercogian name. The mother of the Freelands, what she shoots
Signal
in her game.
arrow.
The amount of zones that Merchantsoft sent to an early grave. Now return to the Freelands, south of the Colosseum, and input this code you figured out for your final test. I really hope to see ya.
Alright, so remember that it's Signal Arrow 5. I'm going to try to remember that. We need to go back to south of the Colosseum, which will be where the bull ring was. Ah, here it is. It's literally on the same page. Click here to take the final trial of Axxeleration. Alright. Signal Arrow 5. So basically the whole thing is that you're just supposed to read a bunch of this and internalize as much of this information as you can. For this part, alright, are you worthy of Axxeleration? But of course, we're just going to brute force most of this because most of this is pretty easy. Name of the SAI's special custom-made zone. It's the Freelands. Casper Air Graphics do before he made amazing fantasy sci-fi artwork. Played guitar in a cosmic rock band. Played tuba in the Swedish National Orchestra. That'd be pretty cool. What are short, scary stories involving everyday objects called? Hint, they were invented by the citizens of the comic shop, Rip the Comic Shop. That's a little bit of information to distract you from the fact that they're called scaries, and we saw them in Teentopia as well. Which popular dragon adoptee is an impish prankster and goofball? Hint, this dragon was famous in the Dream Castle. So I forget which one it was out of these ones, but of course mozzarella is not one that we had as an option here. So yeah, sorry pal, you need to spend a little more time getting to know us before wielding the power of the Axxeleration. Unfortunately, I think we can actually like just mark these if we wanted to go look this stuff up. But we're not gonna do that, as I said before. Yeah, see, things like this are just kind of like distractions because there's no real downside to you actually getting things wrong other than, oh no, you have to redo the things again. We're Taurus and Muleta, aside from being the best comic book heroes in the world. A humanoid bull and a sentient cape. This is one that you can pick up on from Roddy Wall's other stuff and Mr. Mystery W and all that. Highly valuable cybercog items grant human superpowers after their blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever. We saw this before. These are data cogs. Yeah, so like literally only one of those actually requires doing that much digging, I feel like. All right, click here to
Downloading
download.
Axxeleration.
All right, so let's give these folks some of their hypno coins that don't really matter a whole lot, but also, now that we've gotten this, I'm afraid we have to drop the hammer on this as malicious software. Terribly sorry, Roddy.
You got trouble.
Is that all we have to do for that in order to get the Axxeleration one done? Cases, yeah, it's only one check mark. So I guess we can go through here and we can start closing all these cases now if we wish to. And we may as well. Alright, Gooper, close case.
Laudelia, great job removing that content infringement.
I'm actually going to turn that sound effect theme back over to the default for now. Because that's gotten a little bit silly. But we've heard a good bit of it because I'm easily amused.
Way to deal with that harassment. You're a real hero, Delia. Laudelia, looks like you're doing a great job at dealing with the bad guys.
Alright, close
Laudelia,
case.
great job removing that malicious or unauthorized software.
Alright, well. Let's go ahead and install the Axxeleration. Now that we've dropped the hammer on it. We're terrible people, aren't we?
Important message received from dispatch.
New case, pirated music downloads. This is a content infringement notice regarding multiple instances of unauthorized music distribution reported in unknown zone. Hello, Delia. I noticed we've received a ton of backed up music piracy reports from the last few weeks that were never assigned to an enforcer. I've attached the report text files. Please do these ASAP. It sounds very serious. Ooh, we've got quite a few, huh?
10-19-1999. Downloading report underscore 11-12-1999.
Let's find the. Let's get the whole skinny on this because wow. All right. Date received. Contact method: letter by mail. Headband ID. Blah blah blah. Name: Meat Goat Records. Fantastic. Your Hypnospace service has been used to access, download, or distribute our copyrighted works without authorization. Please remove the musical compositions listed below from Hypnospace to avoid legal complications. Artist Glamicaster, album Glamoplasm, blah blah blah, whole timing sheet. That's neat. Contact method: NA phone. QPL. There is a download of the song Sport Anthem by the band Clifta, and the copyright is held by a company called QPL who have not given permission. Threatening legal action if the download not taken down. Streaming the song is okay so long as the download is removed. Caller very pleasant, said we have 1 month to act. QPL legal department number, a phone number that you shouldn't call IRL, just to make sure. Nice caller again, same one from yesterday, says this time she has found an unauthorized download of a music released by Zareed called Celestial Reflection. It has 6 or 7 songs, and she found it in a list of files and not on the official Zareed page, which she says is authorized. We have 1 month to act on this too. A list of files. Yeah, so that is the dead giveaway of the fact that we are going to be exploring F-List for this particular bit of business. So, we should probably go into our search, and we should go find FLST. You got anything to say there? Full computer? Alright, F-List access portal. F-List passwords here. That seems like it's a bit of a bait. So this is, if you really don't know how to get this, are you sad that DigiExchange closed down and none of your friends are on FLST and you're missing out on all the good tunes? Can't figure out how to get a password? Well, my friend, today's your lucky day. You can use mine for the low price of 99 Hypno coins. It says 199 after you pay me and get the pass. Search FLST to access the page. I like money, but my grandma could find an FLST password, so only do this if you're a little baby. We might end up doing that just for the purposes of grabbing it. But here we go. F-List access registration. Welcome to F-List. Enjoy your stay. F-List is invite only. If you have a password, please enter it below. There are no easy steps involved to being invited. You must ask someone with an F-List account. Do not share your password. F-List user login. All right. After logging in, once the system will remember you, enjoy the files. DM and GHG. So Dylan Merchant and Gearhead Greg. I feel like those are going to be the two that we want to take a look at first. Enter your password. Well, I spoiled this earlier in the stream. Lexington Computers 1950. If we use Gearhead Greg's password, we can sneak on. How to find F-List file directories. New users, you are now able to see F-List directories by searching for F-List IDs. F-List IDs are formatted as follows. F12345A, F plus the last 6 characters of a headband ID. Do not share F-List directories other than your own without permission. Keep F-List music and software related, no porn. Be aware that Merchantsoft developers and enforcers can see your headband ID through your citizen data, so there's a chance they can find your F-List if they gain access. F-List page style guide, Hypno font regular or bold preferred, transparent background. Please follow the style guide as it makes F-List directories look uniformly computery and official. Alright, so to do that, well, we did say Gearhead Greg is going to be a dude of some value. If we search for Dylan, that's going to be the end of the chapter. Oh, spoiler alert. But for now, we can get Gearhead Greg, because why not? F03465A. Alright. So after this takes a bit, and there's our page for Gearhead Greg.
Downloading Super Tasters Clip 01.
So we can grab some things from
Super Tasters Clip
a morning
02.
show he listens to.
Downloading Super Tasters Clip 05.
Ripped by GearheadGreg.hxt.
Downloading Ripped by Gearhead Greg.
In case we want to revisit the days of when Demonoid ruled the torrent sphere. HypnoS free software. So we got all of this already. Soundscape setup, Professor Helper, Axxeleration. For archival purposes, since Merchantsoft have having accidents with file deletion, can't speak to their quality or usefulness. Well, we do have Axxeleration. I haven't even shown that off yet. Because I think that actually does reduce the lag, but it does have some irritating traits to it as well. So let's try poking around a couple of these for a bit. 0096D. Alright, Artie, what do you got? Mine now, yours forever. I love you all.
Downloading Ardia Flower Blue. Downloading
And he
Ardia
just has
Flower
some of
Purple.
those, that's all.
Downloading Central Sticker.
Alright. So, Esotonic is probably not going to have an F-list page, but we'll take a look anyway. Yeah, they're all zeroed out, so they're not even a thing. Don't even bother looking at the brands. Same with Chit Chat, even though they're A instead of an X. The Dumpster. Your non-existent page, 706A. Alright. No result. Interesting. Homepage of Dylan. Yeah, we're going to skip on that for now. Bill Aldrin. Alright. 21101A. Let's grab that base solo.
Downloading Clyde_Cosmos Eternally XC.
Nothing for Bill Aldrin. To be fair, Bill Aldrin is not exactly the most tech-savvy dude, apparently. Alright. Jazz, do you have anything? 02502A. And the answer is no. However, I think their content is completely new for the Hypnospace Plus add-on, so I guess it makes sense. Alright, Reggie Paul. Reggie Paulson. I'm now a subscriber on Hypnospace. Yippee! No more free trial for me. I didn't even look at any of these pages. Oops. Folks ask Gearhead Greg. But Beef Brain is apparently legit. What do you got up in your woodworking tips here? I'm new to carpentry, only been doing it around 10 years. Working with wood, but I've learned a few handy wood insert lock nuts. You see the little grooves on one side? Those are not, I repeat, not for you to shove a flat tip screwdriver in. Those are sharp tips that act as cutting points to make it easier to screw into the wood. Put a bolt with some nuts on it and on the other side, and use a socket wrench to screw it into the hole you drilled for it. 2. Measure twice, cut once. 3. Do not wear gloves when working with powered cutting tools, jigsaw, circular saw, table saw, etc. Your glove can get caught in the blade end. Well, I think you see where this is going. Cutting awkward dimension boards into equal pieces. Don't feel like calculating what 1/3 of 11 3/8 inches is. Lay your tape measure diagonally across the board until it measures, for example, 12 inches. Then make marks at the 4 and 8 inch points. This example assumes you want 3 equal sized pieces. Repeat this a few times down the length of the board and connect the dots through to the edges to mark where to cut. Measure twice, cut once. Measure circles easily by taking a wood yardstick, drilling a hole in the center next to the 1 inch mark. Add 1 to your circle radius and drill a hole in the center at this point. Stick a pin or nail in the 1 inch hole on your board and use a pencil in the other hole to draw your circle. So basically just build your own compass, effectively. Listen, please, measure twice, cut once, please. You sound like you've had a bit of an accident there, Reggie Paul. Hey y'all, it's Reggie. I'm finally on this thing, not an Amish guy anymore, I guess, so now my kids can't make fun of me. Alright, you don't have a whole lot going. 22206A. Most people on this service are fairly honest about who they are. So, if they appear to not have anything, appear to not be that tech savvy, they're probably not messing with you. 00231D. It helps if I spell it right, huh? Nothing going on there. Alright. SCG audio software. This is going to be another brand one. Right. Howard's Life Tricks. Tips updated, all new. Let's take a look. Cooking trick number 3. Need onions chopped but don't want to cry. Put it in your fridge a few hours before peeling. Hold it under cool running water while peeling and only peel off the thin flaky skin. And you should be able to chop it up with minimal tears. Cooking trick number 4. Find a friendly neighbor and pay them a few dollars to chop your onion. Camping tricks number 3. Pay attention to signs about bears and other wildlife around your campsite. They aren't kidding. If you don't store your food or trash properly, animals will find it and do whatever it takes to get their little, or big, claws on it. Or you if you're not careful. Family trick number 2. Find out specifics of what your younger relatives enjoy and what they already own before buying them gifts. If you don't, your present is probably hitting the trash sooner rather than later. Plus, isn't it neat to learn about those amazing little ones? Office trick number 2. Are you healthy? Will you be as healthy in 10 years? Can you be sure? If your job doesn't offer you adequate insurance options, consider joining or forming a union. Search Workers Alternative for more information. Again, probably a good way to lose your job in a lot of cases. Oh right, I should check his thing for a thing. 13004A. Oh, he's got Netflix, the Workers Alternative.
Downloading
All right,
Worker
so we can
Salt
get some nice
1.
stickers for our
Downloading
thing
Worker
here.
Salt sticker 2.
Thanks, Howard. That was your name, right? Howard Hewson? Yeah. Thanks, Chief. And lastly, Tamara Frost. What do you got for us?
Places for people to feel the same.
19337A.
All their own. On their own.
Downloading T-Frost Diving.
Grab those real quick.
Downloading T-Frost Red Moon.
And yeah, as I said before, if we want to end the chapter, if we go after Dylan, that's what's going to happen. So we gotta wait on that a little bit. Let's go check out. Is there anything I really want to take a look at right now? I think I'm going to hold off, and I'm going to put that in the next stream. But before we go, I do have something special to share with everybody. I'm going to share it after the VOD because I've already recorded a version of this game that has it in there with me not speaking over it to the internet. So, yeah.